How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with another episode of the X-Files. It's episode number 14 of Season 2. Halfway through this season, which has been pretty solid. And, yeah, I'm excited to get into this episode. That last episode was great, but it was, of course, also harrowing with, just how the episode went by, with how, realistic it was as well. Obviously, there is quite the case where shows that do have some kind of, I don't know, supernatural essence or something, I guess out of this world, whenever they do something like, they'll sometimes have this idea of making humans to be the monsters for an episode or whatnot, which can be the case. I mean, even in the real world, like, eliminate all of the supernatural, the aliens and all of that. In the real world, there is going to be the case where there are some people who are just heinous. And even the episode itself, there was some very interesting shots to portray him to be a monster. Not that he was a monster in disguise. Well, I guess he was, to be fair, because that's it. Like I said, some humans can be monsters, and that was definitely the case, especially when you're dealing with a scenario that can happen, sadly, in the real world. So yeah, but it was good. It was a good episode. So yeah, let's jump into this one. It's episode 14 of Season 2 of the X-Files. Let's go.
That for the spring drama production, Howard Roberts intends to put on Jesus Christ Superstar.
You know how he is. Howard's just trying to do things the kids like.
My point exactly.
Maybe it raises morale or something. I don't know. They're trying to summon the devil.
May the black powers of our forefathers make us strong.
Hail. Hail the lords of darkness.
Are you kidding me? So, they're essentially just trying to summon the devil. That's the impression that I'm getting.
Stand here and face me.
Do you really think
I don't
someone
think
used
this is
for black magic? Or is it just a rumor?
Come on, Dave.
I don't think they're in as deep as this as the teachers. See, you play around with black magic and it's... Oh my god. Oh my god. See, this is why you've got to be careful when playing around with certain kinds of magic.
I think this case is nothing more than a murderer taking advantage of local folklore. I mean, there's nothing odd about...
That could always... Nah, come on. You're not kidding. You're not kidding me. Ooh, witch hunt.
The National Weather Service says there are tornadoes in northern Massachusetts. The wind probably picked up the animals into the storm.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll roll with that.
FBI, we'd like to speak with a Dave Duran.
Damn. He's like, nope.
Work. If you didn't kill Jerry Stevens, why did you run away from us in the classroom?
I'm scared, man.
Of us?
Of it. That ceremony.
I mean, that's it, though. Like, he thought, this is not gonna work. This is all just, like, funny. And then it comes a little bit too real, and it's like, shit, it's gonna spook you a bit. So, yeah. I don't blame him, but at the same time, is it worth the risk? It was not.
They reach into our children in music, television, books.
You can't be serious.
The FBI recently concluded a 7-year study and found little or no evidence of the existence of occult conspiracies.
And J. Edgar Hoover never admitted to the existence of the mafia.
Wow.
Look, if the number of there on a routine homicide only gives validity to their fears of occult murders.
The water.
What's wrong with it?
It's going down the drain counterclockwise.
Oh my god.
Coriolis force in the northern hemisphere dictates that it should go down clockwise.
I'm just getting references to that Simpsons
Something is here,
episode.
Scully.
I think it was Barton, Australia.
Something is...
Like you want to. Well, because you're young adults. What I'm trying to say is, if you feel like talking, I'm here to listen, okay?
Don't trust her!
Hang in there.
I don't think she was with the devil worshipping group. Why would you put it there?
Forest has police officials distressed about the possibility of a conspiratorial organization of dark forces.
Where's that pulled from? A local paper?
Jeez.
The Jew is known to remove organs and sacrifice teens in their religious ceremonies. It's taken from Völkische Beobachtung.
Of course, these are actually hog embryos belonging to the order of
that's fine then.
creatures with hooves. Be sure to remove the heart and lungs and draw a diagram of
See, I could not do this class.
Neat.
What the fuck?
What's going on?
Oh, she is
I've had this happen
disturbing.
before.
My real dad, he ran away.
God's sake.
And my mom met him at some seminar or something. My class, we took a field trip to what they call the American Stonehenge.
Of course, of course.
And near there, and
No.
he made me
Nah.
in the back seat. He told me that if I ever told anybody that he would hurt me.
Oh, what a
As he touched
diabolical
me,
piece of shit.
I would come to the house, when my mom was away. And they would take me down to the basement. It was really
What
dark.
the fuck?
It was like painted red with these men and women, they would make us do things.
Oh.
They called me a breeder. They would get me pregnant and then they would kill the babies. I've had 3 children and they're all buried in the cellar.
Oh my fucking god.
She was only 8 years old.
This is...
He told everybody that she died in an accident.
This is...
Today I brought it home back.
Mrs. Osprey, your daughter has not accused you of any involvement in these activities. Do you have any idea why Shannon might have said these things?
Yeah. Because what she said was horrific.
Jim and I have been having a girl.
The sister.
Teresa.
But she died when she was 8.
At 8 years old?
8 weeks. With crib death.
What the...
It should have fit his needs.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Hello.
Get out of our house! As far as I know, you put those ideas in my
Oh,
daughter's
piss
head.
off. What the hell? Okay. You might want to lay off a little bit. Or whatever shit you're on. Wow. You're a piece of shit.
I lock the doors after school when I'm alone. I get afraid.
Wow. The audacity.
His death allows us to get rid of the police, the FBI. It can all be blamed on her.
Yo, what the fuck?
You tell them she had a thing for Jerry Stevens.
These guys are assholes.
I can't bring myself to believe that children are capable of such things as they are these days. She wanted me to hold that for her.
Mulder, get get some kind of spidey sense or some shit about her.
He developed necrotizing fasciitis.
Flesh-eating bacteria? That's very rare.
I know.
Damn!
And when I questioned the other staff members about Mrs. Paddock's background, no one can even recall hiring her.
I mean, it's like she just hypnotized them, like, you will hire me. Kind of looks like a... I don't know. Just the way it's designed, kind of... Oh my god. It kind of looks like a... I don't know. Inside of a person.
For Jerry Stevens' death, my reaction...
Like, talk shit behind their backs.
I was sick. That they would vilify an innocent... someone I loved. Just to protect themselves.
They're in it for them. That's it, though. They're in it for themselves.
I knew I am for her no longer being with us. And then it was time to talk to you.
It's kind of like we've pushed things too far. But then there's her.
We slip over the ancient rituals that we didn't want to do.
Like drinking grape juice instead of wine at communion? You knew the possibilities contained in your beliefs no matter how watered down. Did you really think you could call up the devil and ask him to behave?
Yeah, it doesn't work like that, I'm afraid.
Yeah?
Mulder, the school. I'm in trouble.
Scully?
Oh, what the hell did she just do?
Placing you under arrest.
Did she just bait Mulder by using Scully's voice? So Paddock really sent us this? No way! Oh my god. Oh my god, what?
You called me. You said you were in trouble.
No, I didn't touch the phone.
You were played. Oh my god!
That's impossible. It would take a large python hours to consume and weeks to digest a human being.
You really do watch the Learning Channel.
Ah.
He had no real faith, no devotion. He was punished for his doubts.
This is how important our faith must be.
We have to act. And the same will happen to us.
Yeah.
If it's not already too late.
It's just reacting on that paranoia of what happened to Jim, and it's like... Yeah.
Lock the office.
My keys. They were in my pocket.
Yeah, I've had that trouble quite a few times.
Mulder? Mrs. Paddock?
Is she fading it in? No way!
They were taking this.
No!
Mrs. Brown, Mr. Viteras. There are things about them I learned.
That's it though. She's definitely going to be painting that. There we go. It's like, oh look, see, they were responsible with what happened to that kid in the forest with Shannon. Yo, what?
Make the blood easier to clean up.
This is wild! What's gonna happen? Huh?
You're right.
They're just taking each other out? She's like, thanks, guys. That's mental. All right. Well, that was eerie in terms of the way it ended. So, yeah. That is just mental. Yeah. Because that's it, though. They, like, with Mulder and Scully, like, dealing with those three, or at least those three teachers and all of that, it's kind of like, well, thanks, guys. You did me a real solid. Because that's it, though. They did her work. She took care of them. She was like, oh, they're all here. Okay, this is great. This is opportunistic. So, yeah. It makes her get away out of Dodge. It makes her take care of the rest, because she got Jim, and it was all about taking care of the rest. So, yeah. So it was just really, really interesting to just have this. I guess kind of. I wouldn't call it a warfare in terms of those who were like worshipping the devil, because they were leaving out ritualistic sacrifices and all of that, and she basically tried to punish them, essentially. So yeah, Mulder and Scully weren't really the problem, but you know, it's like a nice thumbs up. Thank you for helping me out. That hence the message at the end. It's like, you know what, y'all did you both did me a real solid. Neat stuff. So this is like a couple of hours after I've finished watching the episode, because I realized that was on mute. Thankfully, not during the reaction itself. It was only during my thoughts section. So, you know, that's a positive, if anything, because, I mean, it's not really a positive, but it's better than the audio not being picked up during the reaction itself, isn't it? So, yeah. But it just means that I'm going to do my thoughts section once again. So, yeah. But it was a really, really good episode. It was really creepy. It was very sinister, and it was just, yeah. I mean, the way things played out with those teachers and all of that, as well as Jim, Shannon's dad, and you know, how he was defecting to the point where, because they were all wanting to pin the blame on Shannon, weren't they? Because they had no idea about Paddock's involvement, and they just thought what they did was, well, causing some severe ramifications and all of that. So, with what happened to the first kid, because we knew that Paddock killed him, and then what would happen to Shannon, and it's like, oh, it's easy to do that. So yeah, especially because of like, with this whole episode being about lacking of faith and all of that, because of the fact that Paddock ultimately yeah, she ultimately killed the rest of the cult for that unfaithfulness. It was just very, very, like, with the way that she was just that she dealt with Jim to begin with, because he had the giant snake, and then the essentially turning friendly fire on the rest of the group. It was just very, very sinister. And then the fact that she had the goal to, you know, congratulate Mulder and Scully in terms of, you both did me a real pro move. You both helped me out a great lot. It's been fun. So it's kind of funny, but it's also kind of it makes sense as well, because she's not going out against Mulder and Scully because of the fact that they're not involved in any kind of satanic worshipping and whatnot. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was just really, really, it was a really eerie situation, especially with the cult, because of, I mean, obviously you heard what Shannon had to say, and obviously the further in the episode, you'd have this whole situation of the daughter being confused with, you know, repressed memories and whatnot. but it was still very, very sickening, and no matter what, they were still they were still dodgy and they were still sketchy. I mean, even if Paddock was the one that was causing all of this to begin with, from the very beginning with that first kid to what happened to Shannon and whatnot, it would they still went in a very vulgar way about it. So even if they weren't really responsible for what happened, I mean, some of the things that did happen still happened when it came to Shannon's story, even if some things were a bit muddled up. But they were still really, really vulgar at the end of the day, so yeah. But it was just really interesting how they played around with satanic worshippers and how they dealt with certain cults as well, because of the fact that, again, you had this whole... Because to begin with, you have these kids who are just prattling around... And it's like, it's as if Paddock was taking offense in terms of getting involved in things you don't understand or you feel like you can take the mickey out of, because those kids weren't doing this they weren't practicing that spell because of the fact that they were worshippers of the devil. They were just doing it to get some action. But it does feel like... offense, doesn't it? And that kicks start a whole chain of events, really. But yeah, I mean, there is that idea of again, it does kind of feel like an offensive measure in terms of what those those kids trying to take the piss out of, essentially trying to take the piss out of summoning, you know, the devil and all of that. Well, not summoning the devil, but yeah, I mean, she had it out for those kids anyways, and then it just fell in really, really neatly with that cult thinking that this was... Because I think I even made mention in the reaction itself. It was a couple of hours ago, like I said, but it happened around the same time, so it just fell in really, really neatly in terms of Paddock striking out against that kid. Who she kept the eyes and I think it was the heart in the drawer. So yeah, I don't know why she would put those papers on top of the but yeah, it was just really, really mental stuff, that episode. But yeah, it was really, really eerie, very great stuff, very daunting, very chilling, especially with Paddock's character, because of the fact that she was so chilling, but at the same time she was having it, like, again, she didn't have it out against Mulder and Scully, but it's not like we can credit her as the good guy. And it's the same with this cult. They're both as bad as each other, I would say. I mean, I know that the cult didn't exactly kill anyone. They did think that they were involved in whatever happened to like what happened with Shannon with that other kid, but they still did very heinous things. So yeah, they just got basically punished by this I guess pure Satanist, because of the fact that they were going about things another way and all of that, and she didn't like that. She did things a bit more authentically in terms of her faith, really, because of the fact that this group was unfaithful. So and the damning thing is, basically, she just got away. Basically, she escaped. Like I said, she left that message on the board. Thanks for helping me out, guys. It's been real. So, yeah, but it was just really, really, it was just really, really great stuff to have this whole plot centralized around, I guess, a messenger from the devil being pissed off about some of the townspeople, and how they strayed away from. It is this be careful where your ties lie and all of that, because again they were essentially servants of the devil, and then they got a little bit laxed, and yeah, so it is just very it is just very, very interesting to have this whole plot surrounding the devil and satanic worshippers and all of that, and to see this person who kind of feels like these group of people pissed off the devil, so she's got to take action herself, being a messenger. It works really, really well, in my opinion. So, yeah. Bizarre. It was quite bizarre, no doubt. But it does, in my opinion, work a little bit well. So, yeah. But yeah, that was X-Files episode 14, season 2. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!